don't repeat the same mistake because they don't know. They know, but they are not conscious.
I dream I know deep up my feelings for you. Watch them grow, perceive, devote.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Enlightenment Show. So today I'm going to introduce a topic called awareness and consciousness. What inspired me is that during this week I was asking myself, why do people repeat the same mistake? Your boyfriend or your girlfriend in a relationship, they tell you, I didn't like the way you did this to me, and your partner apologize. But whatever happens is that this person repeats the same mistake. And remember, they were genuinely apologizing. When you are telling them that I didn't like this, they said sorry, but they repeat. So I flashed back in my life, like my mom ever told me, unasikilizianga hapa inatokea hapa. So I thought that people repeat the same mistake not because they don't know. It's because they know, but then they are not conscious. So this really made me to understand that sometimes we are aware of many things. We know many things, but when it comes to action, we are not conscious. And when you're conscious of something, it makes you take precautions. And that's why we end up repeating the same mistake over and over and over. That's why we are always determined to do something, but since you're not conscious of whatever we want to do, we mess up everything. We get distracted on our ways. We tend to mislead ourselves. We are poor decision makers. What is consciousness and what is awareness? Awareness is the knowledge of something, the knowledge or information that you know concerning something. And consciousness is the knowledge you know about something, you perceive about it, you have a thought about it, and you tend to analyze this thing. I can say consciousness is a complex word, but I can simply take it as an experience of existence. So when you're conscious of something, you'll be always sensitive of that thing. You're always thinking about it. You're having strategies to do things. In our daily life activities, in our normal life, in our tradition, in our school, we tend to learn many things. Because when a child is born, the mind is empty. That is a tabula rasa. This is the empty mind. But whatever fills the mind of this child is the information from the society, from the education, from the friends. So when this child grows up, they tend to have all this information. So this child is aware of many things. Many times in life, we are never taught of how to develop a conscious mind, on how to be conscious of in our life activities. We always given information, knowledge. So many times you are trying to figure out life, and I'm here so that you can figure out life, and I've already figured out something that is very important. So be ready to listen to this video till the end. Concerning consciousness and awareness, because awareness is the information that you have, but consciousness is on another level. The level that you're going to take this knowledge and to act on it, to be sensitive on the information, and to try to develop something out of that knowledge. You see, this is very important. And that's why in many times people know about HIV/AIDS. People are aware on how HIV is transmitted. It can be transmitted through sexual intercourse. But what people do, their knowledge they don't use. They are not conscious when it comes to such acts. They are not conscious. They don't take precautions. That's why we end up doing the same mistake. In this world, many people tend to repeat the same mistake. It's like a pattern. It's like a pattern because people are not conscious, and the moment you're not conscious, it means you won't take precautions. It's the same thing in a relationship. You tell somebody you've done this thing and it's hurt me and you're wrong, and they apologize, but the moment they're not conscious, the next time they will repeat the same mistake. Not because they didn't know, it's because they're not conscious. They're not conscious. It's the same. You know whatever you know. Many mistakes you've done is not that you didn't know about it. It's because you're not conscious. Consciousness is the action, is the experience of the existence. When you're experiencing, when you're in action, what move will you take? That's why Our parents will always advise us. They'll always tell us many things. They'll guide us in every action, but they won't be there to help us take an initiative. When we experience whatever they have guiding us, when we tend to come into the enemy of whatever we are being cancelled at, they're not there to tell us do this. It's you now to consciously take the action. It's you to deal with it. It's you to deal with the problem as an individual. Let me give you an example of a kabambe. Kabambe, that is that mobile phone, the ancient phone that it used to have apps such as calculator, calendar, the call logs, such apps. But with time, people only knew to send messages through SMS. People knew to call through the call log. People knew to do those things concerning the kabambe, because that's the limitation. That's whatever we know. That's whatever we knew. But as technology developed, we got smartphone. And in smartphone, we got to have apps such as WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, TikTok, where we can also send messages, where we can also communicate, where we can also share our ideas. Using this example, I want to say someone who is just conscious is like a kabambe. It's like that ancient phone. But somebody who is now conscious is like the smartphone. Because the smartphone has given us many ways, diverse ways to send messages, many strategies to use technology, many ways we can be able to communicate with our friends. But the kabambe, it is a limitation. The smartphone is it's something that is broad. The technology has broadened our ways. That's the importance of a conscious mind. Our conscious mind is not limited. It helps you to be a good decision maker. You're able to understand your ways. You're able to make good decisions. The second thing, it helps you to be focused. Many of you guys have many ideas. You have this knowledge. You want to pursue this career. You have this creativity in you. But since you're not conscious of it, you get distracted on your way. You want to be a musician, but on your way, you get distracted with many things. You had goals in your way, in your life, but you can't attain it because you're not conscious of it. The knowledge you have, it just vanishes all of a sudden. Sometimes consciousness is all about your thoughts. For instance, for a Christian, the difference between a conscious Christian and an unconscious Christian is the way of their faith. A Christian who is conscious of their position in Christ is conscious of their faith. This is a way they live. They live a life in Christ, a life full of glory. Garbage in, garbage out. That's the saying many people use. It's the same thing. Whatever you put in yourself is the same thing that you're going to give people. You can't give people what is not in you. You'll always give people whatever you're fed in you. That's why people say, scientists say, that if you eat, whatever you eat today is whatever you are tomorrow. Drink water and you're going to be a healthy being. Eat healthy and you're going to be healthier. These are the same thing concerning your mind. Your mind, the way you process things, your thoughts will always determine your action. They determine your emotions. That's that point. A conscious mind is able to direct their thoughts and emotions. A mind who knows, that mind that knows whatever they want, they can't be distracted. They're able to control whatever they're thinking. They're controlling their action. You can be able to think negatively but act positively because you're aware and conscious. Psychologists will always say consciousness is being aware, but it adds up to consciousness is the experience of the existence. Being aware, just being aware is not enough in your life. You have to be conscious. You have to be conscious with many things in your life. It's the sensitivity that you're having in your life. How sensitive will this thing affect you? How sensitive are you? The decision you're making. So I hope you have really learned concerning consciousness and awareness, and this is very important. Thank you. So kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, like, comment, and also share.